Ninja.
Fastlane versus Danny.
Nice.
Country versus
Huh?
Sosa.
Oh.
Country versus Sosa. Track build versus Ty. Hemi versus DJ. Vic versus OD. Uh,
Dang.
YK versus Tay. X Hamp versus Dingo. And Veracity and fucking Morg after that. And then Boost at LS got the bye.
First race of the night, we got Fastlane Hamp and Danny. Danny got a car out because he's in a medium. And Fastlane Hamp had the win, but Danny's new Tulip pulls around him by a bumper. First good race to get off Tay's medium cash days, his shootout, and it's a good start. But next up, we got Country in his Blade. I think it's Morg's Blade, and Sosa in the Corvette Classic. Those Corvettes can move if you know how to drive them, so I don't know about this one, 50-50. Country is a good Blade driver, so it's going to be tough to beat him, but let's see if Sosa got what it takes to do it in the Corvette. Country and Sosa. Sosa actually trees him by about a fender, but Country pulls back automatically. They both go for boost. I don't know if Sosa hit, but Country's hits a little more different. He pulls away from him by about a car. Country moves on to the second round. Sosa needs to come back and test out that medium tire. Next up is Boosted and Ty. Gonna be a tough one for Boosted because he brought the 350Z. That thing is, I mean, you can run it good if you know how to run it, but Boosted barely knows how to run a big tire. So he needs to get used to, double clutching and doing normal things than it is to doing hard things. And Ty's in his truck, which he runs pretty well. So I think I got Ty on this one, but I hope for the best for Boosted. Not too bad. Boosted actually ran a pretty solid race. If he would have hit his double clutch a little bit, better. I don't think he did hit it, or I don't know. Maybe he got a pop boost, but if he got wheel spin, he would have definitely been there with Ty. It was a good run, but Ty moves on. Next up is Hemi and his Black Impaler and DJ in the Corvette. Him and Tay are pretty good in those Corvettes. He's probably one of the best drivers, and Hemi's in that Impaler. Haven't really seen him drive the Impaler, so I'm not completely sure what he can do with it, but let's see if it's going to be a good one. DJ trees the hell out of Hemi. Don't really know if the Impaler is up to that speed. They both go for boost. I think he misses and DJ just drives out of his life. So DJ moves on to the next round. Next up, we got Vic and OD. OD in that Corvette and Vic in the Blade. His Stinky Pinky. But Vic is new and he's still getting the groove of things. So OD should take this one unless Vic can pull one out of the bag. Vic and OD, they both leave together. Both go for boost, but OD's Corvette just had a little bit more juice. Don't know if Vic hit boost. Didn't really look like it. So OD moves on to the next round. Next up is Havoc in his new Tulip M100. And then we got Tay in the Corvette. Tay and DJ aren't no joke in those Corvettes. They know how to run them. They've been running them. And my money is always on Tay. Tay and Havoc. Tay runs his race. Havoc brings a big ass wheelie and gets it finally settled down. And once he's settled down, Tay's already like half track down and it's too late for him to come back. So Tay moves on to the next round. And next up is me and Hamp, me and Tank. He's in that new Tulip as well. I'm in my Saber, my daily actually. The Crow is no longer in race mode right now. So I brought my daily. And, I haven't driven a Saber in a while, so I'm probably going to be rusty. He should be able to get me. I actually felt like I kind of slept. For once in a lifetime, I felt like I slept. And, we're 50-50. If he hit his boost, he would have drugged my ass. And luckily, he didn't. and I hit mine, drove around him. We're moving to next round of the daily. Next up is Verse and his Mustang and Morgan the Blade. Verse, I don't think he has a medium tire. That's why he always brings his Mustang to everything. And it's pretty good because if you bring one car, then you're always testing that car. So you'll be good at, like badass events. And Morgan, that Blade does work. So should be a pretty solid run. They both leave. And it's pretty 50-50 until the boost. Morg, I don't know if he hits it or something. But Verse took it by about a car and a half. Morg has been struggling lately, is what I've seen. So hopefully he comes back stronger. So he can get a dub. Next up, we got the new guy, Kobe. And honestly, I don't know who you are. It's a tulip. I've been trying to find the name. This is Taejays Cash Days. And he didn't send me a list of the brackets, so I'm just guessing on who this tulip driver is. I don't really know. But he's driving the tulip and Kobe in the Nova. Tulip does its job, A to B. Kobe rides a big wheelie. And Kobe gave him a car out ahead because he's in a big tire. That's the only bad thing if it is a medium tire, it's a small vent, and you bring a big tire, you got to give the car a disadvantage just because it's mainly a medium tire event. So he had the one up on that, and sadly he took the L. Tulip is moving on. I don't know your name, but we will eventually. Next up is Plumsy and Boosted LS. Boosted LS came back for the night. He used to run with us back in the day, so let's see if he still got it. Both launch. Don't really know why Plumsy ran that car. It's not the quickest. I haven't really tested it, but what I've seen people using it, they always lose. And that was a pretty solid hit, but it wasn't as close as I would like it to be. So Boosted LS moves on to the next round. Boosted, he hit me up before the event, and he's back for the night. So let's see how he does for the rest of the night. Second round, we got DJ and Verse. DJ in that Corvette, Verse in the Mustang. He gets the car out ahead. So it should be a pretty solid run for both of them. If DJ can hit his boost, if Verse can make a good pass, it will be a good one. So I just want to see a good race and hope for the best. Tay gets the car, and they both leave, but Verse is moving that Mustang. Like I've been saying recently, nobody believes me, and he beats him by about a bumper to a fender, and Tay's out of his own cash days. So Verse moves on with the big tire, and he's getting that thing going. Next up is DJ and this mysterious tulip, which I have no idea who it is. I've been trying to figure it out. I don't know who this tulip driver is, but we had to move spots because the cops shut down the other spot. We went to the pad after, and that's a solid road, but it has no rubber down on it, so it's brand new pass. First off the trailer, Tulip versus DJ. DJ held his own. Those Tulips are no joke. They're pretty quick cars. They're fast, medium tire, maybe even a slow big. So DJ beat him by about half a car, and he moves on. And it was a good race, you know. Shout out to that Tulip driver. Comment who you are. I forgot. I don't have the list. It's Taejays Cash Day, so let me know who it was. Next up, we got OD and Country. Two heavy hitters. OD in his new Corvette, and Country in the Blade. Country's been driving that Blade for I don't know how many years, and OD barely got into that Corvette. So it's going to be tough for OD to challenge Country like that in his Blade. And Country is probably one of the best medium tire drivers I know. So it should be a good one, and I don't know what's going to happen. OD got that thing rolling. Takes off on the 60, and he's about a car length ahead. Goes for a boost, and I don't know if Country hit, but if he did, that boost stalled out like it was nothing. And OD wins by about a car and a half. OD moves on, and Country has to come back next time. Next up is me and Boosted LS. He's in the truck. I'm in my Saber. Honestly, this was a bad idea bringing the Saber on what I've seen from all the cars. He should take me, But the best I could do is tree them and try my best. So wish me luck. I get out by about a fender to half a car, and we both go for boost, and there's nothing for him, and there's a pretty decent for me. The Sabre is a love-hate relationship with me and him. You know, I've been driving the Crow all those years, the medium tire one, and you know, it's hard to drive it without guessing. So it's tough getting back into that car after we've been driving something else. So we're moving on, and next up we got Danny and Ty, Tulip and C10. Those tulips are no joke. So if Ty wants to get this dub, he got to get out and hit a great boost. Ty had this race in the bag. Gets out on him. About half a car, is out a car, misses boost, and Danny yanks around him. Danny does what he does, and he pulled. So he's moving on to the next round, and Ty struggled with that truck, so he's barely getting into it, and let's see if he can get better with it. Next round, we got DJ and OD, both Corvettes, different gens, and honestly, this is a 50-50, because DJ is good on the tree, too. He leads with me, but OD's got that Corvette rolling, so it should be a 50-50 matchup, 2 Corvettes, and I want to see who gets it. By far best race of the night. They both leave together, going 50-50 the whole way down. Both hit boost, both drop back, and OD wins by a nose of that long-ass Corvette. So, OD's moving on. DJ got to come back, and obviously he's a good Corvette driver, so I know he'll be up there in the Bucks. And yeah, better look next. Next up is me and Danny. And honestly, I don't see myself winning this round. I've been getting lucky all the other rounds. I got tank, I got boosted at less. But Danny is no joke. He does tend to miss boost a lot. So I gotta just pray that he does. I gotta pray that I tree him. I gotta pray that my boost hits as hard as it can with this tulip I'm about to go against. I barely get out by a bumper, maybe a fender. He already comes back and recovers. I go for boost, nothing there. Just rev bombs, and he drives out of my life. Me and the daily are out of the cash days. Danny moves on with that thing. So it's Verse and Danny in the semis. OD got the bye into the final. And 3 pretty solid cars. We got a Mustang, we got a Tulip, and we got a Corvette. The classic one, too. That boost, if you know how to drive, if you know what you're doing, that could even be a big tire if it's considered. If you're that fucking good. So we got a little rain coming in, and they decided to race. Danny spun a little bit, goes for boost, don't think he had anything. Verse just made a pass, and all he needed to do goes A to B, because some cars struggle in the rain and some cars thrive in the rain. So next up is OD and Verse in the final. It's a rain race, you know. If you spin off the line, it's over. If you miss boost, it's over. Some cars thrive in the rain. That Corvette does. I don't know how the Mustang does completely. I haven't really drove one in the rain, but I know that Corvette hauls ass. So it's going to be tough for Verse to drive around OD. It was over before it even started. Verse spins the wheels off the rip. You got to know you got to go easy into the gas when you're racing in the rain. Obviously, he didn't get it. So OD wins Taejays medium tire shootout. Congratulations. He brought home the dub for Midwest. And we're just going forward. This was another, 16-man event, 17. Oh, actually, it was 18. Because 2-man joined late. It was 16 originally, and then 2-man. So that means every event we've held has 16 and over people. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who's showing up to these events. If y'all keep showing up, we'll keep hosting. We got plenty of videos to shoot out. I got War in the Woods coming out next. I got Outlaw Armageddon coming out next in the track. And then we got a cash days that doesn't really matter, but it was a fun and it was a packed event that's coming out. So, no prep grudge night this Thursday. Be there. New gen top 10 list. I'm still deciding what days and how we're gonna do it. So new gen, stay tuned for that. Don't get impatient. But MPK is this Thursday. Hope to see you guys there, and stay tuned for more events.